All right. Hi, true dreamers. We're so excited. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Welcome to the very first episode of my limited edition exclusive podcast. Now, why limited edition? Because I only want to do about 5 of these, but I knew that I had to have my mom be the first guest. All right, so I want to introduce you. First of all, I am Rashada Houston Turner, and I am a photographer, TruDream Photography, and I have a coaching business that I just started, and it is TruDream Business Solutions. So a part of that whole coaching program, it includes like a finance and personal finance component of it, and it's called Financial Fitness. So we're going to talk finances, and what better person to start our series off with than my mother, Mrs. Gloria Houston. So, my mom, let me tell you about it. So, when it comes to wisdom and wealth building and real life strategies that have shaped me and shaped who I am, who I serve, um, I have to say that it's been my mom and dad. So, my mom and my father have been married for over 50 years, and they've built a strong, wealthy life through consistency, discipline, and unshakable partnership. She's actually my favorite financial guru, but she doesn't know it yet. So this is the first time I'm telling her today. And I know that after today, she might very quickly become your favorite as well. So let's get into this conversation about how to build wealth and how to change the future. So you only see us, you know what? But dad is sitting right by us. Say, hey, dad. Hello. How's everybody? All right. Yes. So my mom gave me 15 minutes. This wasn't her idea. So because of that, I had to beg and plead for her to do this. So she's given me 15 minutes. I've already talked for 5 of them. So let me talk real fast so that I can get the best questions in. All right. So now, mom, let's take it back. You and dad were young, working class newlyweds. What made you decide that saving, even when you might not have had that much, was a non negotiable?
Because my parents always taught me to save. They told me to always save some of my money that I earn and being on time to work and doing the right thing. And as they taught me that, I just said, okay, I'm going to follow that and I'm going to read and I'm going to learn about finances so that I won't have to work for the rest of my life. Actually, I told my husband that I was not going to work past 55 years old. I was going to be retired.
Okay. All right. Good. Good. So now, can we talk very quickly about the story you told me a long time ago where you asked your younger sister for some money?
Well, yes, she's 9 years younger than me. However, she had the mindset of saving money, but however, she was very stingy, frugal. I'm going to say frugal, okay? She would hide her money, but she'd always have it. But with me being 9 years older than her, I'm driving, got a car, and everything, and gas was 4 gallons for $1.
Wow.
Back in the 70s, 69, 60, 70. And I think I was making like $1.25 an hour.
Wow.
Okay. And, I was doing things or whatever, but sometimes I spent all my money. And I said, sis, let me $2. Now, you probably think, what's $2 going to do? But back then, $2 did a lot. Yeah. And she would lend it to me, but I always give it back to her. But we always built that bond, and she's like that. She's always been like that, saving money, both of us. Good. And we stuck by each other.
Good, good. I love that. I love that. So that lets you know that you don't have to be old or even grown to
Mhm.
start saving,
That's right.
right? She
That's
said
right.
her sister, my auntie, hey
Mhm.
auntie,
Mhm. Uh,
she was 9 years younger than my mom, and
mhm.
she had stuff saved. And I think mom even told me that she went like either in the wall or the mattress to get it, but she knew where she could hide it and keep it safe.
No, she went over the door.
Oh
Or yeah,
yes,
back then they had these little things over the door where you keep stuff in,
uh huh.
and you had to climb up to put it over the door.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Mhm.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So, people today talk about the fact that wealth has to come with a big paycheck. What would you say to someone who feels like they don't earn enough or like have enough in their finances to start saving? What do you say about that?
No matter what you earn, you always should save some for yourself. When I say for yourself, you put that money back. And nowadays, you have all these investments. I don't mean the high risk and putting your money in something and then you turn around and lose it.
Hmm.
I mean, just put it in something, let it be there, earn interest. As a matter of fact, I told you the same thing when I started before when deferred comp came in. I was saving before that, but when deferred comp came in, I told you what I was doing, and I said, Shay, I saved something. If it's only $25 a month, you'll see how it'll grow. You won't even miss it.
Yep, yep. And that was some really, really good advice. Really good advice. All right. So, did you and dad ever disagree about money? And if so, how did you work through it and stay aligned? Because, I mean, 50 years, like, that's a big deal. Like, but did money ever come up as an issue?
Oh, we disagreed about money in the beginning because he didn't have the same mindset as I did. And you know how some males are. Okay, this is my paycheck. I'm going to go spend it. I'm going to do. But I told him, I said, okay, I'm going to tell you what my mindset is. You, we're going to save money and we're going to do what we need. We're going to put our money together. It's not going to be any of this. This is my money and this is your money. It might be there. All the money is going together. However, some of it's going to be I'll have play money for me. You'll have you call it the stash money. And
Mm-hmm.
that'll be your money for yourself. And then it'll look like you're doing something. But it will be money there for the house. We call it the house money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. So we have a joint account. So
Hmm.
yep, and we put into the joint. So
Right,
okay, all right,
right.
good. So just to tell a little bit of your business, we might have to cut it out later. But he went from this is my money to you making him save to now he has a boat, a new boat,
Hmm.
right? His second
Hmm.
boat. And he
Hmm.
has it in a boat garage
Hmm.
that looks like the house. It
Yes.
matches. That's a cool thing. That's a really big deal.
Yes.
And that all came from you all, you know,
Yeah.
aligning.
That's exactly right.
Yep.
And we play about it every time you get a new truck. I'll tell him, okay, I'm going to buy you a new truck for your birthday. And if you do this, if you do that, okay. He always say okay because he knew he had faith in me and he trusted me. And
Mm-hmm.
then I said, no, we're not going to have any car payments. Now, early in life, yes, we had car payments
Mm-hmm.
because that's the way it was. But I said, okay, we're gonna get to a point where we just pay cash for trucks, so for a vehicle, so you won't have uh, other people making money off of us,
Yeah.
and that's what we did.
Okay. All right. Good.
Hmm.
Good. So you raised a family,
Hmm.
me and my
Yes,
brother,
yes.
while building financial security. Um, and you made it with a modest salary, two income household, but it was still
Hmm.
modest.
Hmm.
How were you able to budget and save your way to your financial status now with children and like still make it? Like, how was that
Well,
possible?
I can tell you this: prayer. Both me and my husband follow Jesus, and we pray about stuff before we do it. And yes, we don't just up and do something. We talk about it, we discuss it, we communicate. In marriages, a lot of people don't communicate. If you don't communicate,
Yeah.
it's not stuff is not going to happen for you. However, all I can say is that I'll give you an example. When we built our house in 1989, Um, I was making $8 and something an hour, and he was making $14 and something an hour.
Wow.
And we paid for that house. We had a 30-year mortgage, but we doubled the payments, and we paid the house off in 13 years.
Wow.
So with that's savings right there.
Mm-hmm.
So you take that savings and you put it somewhere, wherever you want to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing high risk, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And let me talk today. Money market, put it in there. You're gonna grow at 4% or 3.9 or whatever. You transferring money, you're saving money, and it's making you money.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. That I think I drifted off when you said $8 and $14,
Mm-hmm.
and you still were able
to pay for the house,
to pay for
and
a
it's
house.
a 4 bedroom, 2 bath, 3,030 square feet house,
Wow.
block house.
Wow.
With
Block
stucco.
four side blocks.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now
And
I know
and I'm not
because
bragging. I'm just thanking the Lord for it.
yeah, because it's hard to find a
Mhm.
full block house today, and if you
Yes.
do,
Yes.
it's for 3,300 square feet, probably
It's
close to like
3,030
okay. So
square
we're
feet.
looking somewhere like 600, $700,000.
Man, with the boat garage added, that's another 410 square feet. So yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. And also, let's say house built in 1989. When you walk in it, it looks like it was built in 2012. Like they have kept it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
I tell you what, my husband, he's a good provider, and he helped maintain the house, and he's an electrician, maintenance person. So that also saves us a lot of money, because anything that needed to be done, he did it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah. So a couple more questions. I'm scared to look at the time, but we're gonna keep on going till you stop me.
Keep praying, Shay.
Yes. So we talk about you being married 50 years. That is a really, really big deal. Like it's a big deal. I remember when I was younger, and you would be fussing at me or fussing at Dad. I'm like, Dad, how you do it? How you put up with it? And you just say, perseverance, baby, perseverance. And just keep on, let you yap. It was like, and now I get it. Like I love it. I love it. So you all have been married for a long, long time, for decades, and you have seen a lot of ups and downs in the economy, a lot of ups and downs in society. How does financial peace strengthen a marriage? And how does financial discord ruin a marriage?
Well, financial peace is that we are both retired. And I've been retired, be 13 years in December, and he'll be retired, is it 7 years, I think? He'll be retired 7 years. And we can sit on the sofa in the morning. He'll make my coffee. I'm bragging on that one. He'll make my coffee, yeah. And we'll be at peace, because we don't have to worry about bills. We don't worry about this stuff. We just try to stay healthy.
Yes. Yeah.
Because you can be wealthy and your health bad. Man, it's something else.
Yeah.
But, just bring joy for me to be able to help with my grandchildren. Not that they need the help from us, but the joy is to be able to give them different things and not have to struggle for it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So speaking of your grandkids, one of the last questions I have is, what legacy do you believe that you and Dad have created for our family?
To leave enough for them to continue their wealth, to carry it on. And if by any means they decide, no, you don't want to continue that, we're just going to spend everything and not continue, it's going to be on them.
Yeah. Okay. And by them, you mean the grandkids?
All the young, The kids and the grandkids.
Okay. All right. All right. So, last question that I have for you, because we have like a little bonus section here.
Mhm.
If a young couple came to you today and said, "We want to be where you and your husband are someday," what would be the top three pieces of advice you would give them?
You said a couple.
A couple.
The first thing I've seen young couples do, each one of them have their checking account. They don't put money together. One pay these bills, the other one pay that bill. So don't don't do that with all the all the way.
Mm-hmm.
Just like I said before, you got to do some house money.
Yeah.
Like you said, joint, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and out of that joint comes savings,
Mm-hmm.
and then for the money market or the bonds or the CDs,
Mm-hmm.
and do that because you want to grow that money that you put in. You don't want 0.04%.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, my new favorite that I've been pushing a lot is a high yield savings account. So
right.
yeah,
That's
and
right.
that's about the same percentage yield as the money market account.
Right, and if you say the high performance, you say
High yield savings.
or high performance, however you want to say it. If you get in trouble, I'm talking about real trouble,
Mm-hmm.
that you have to get some of it, you can,
Yep.
but try not to get into trouble. But these days and times, the
It's
way things
hard.
are is very
It's
hard.
hard. Yeah.
It's very hard.
Times are hard.
And the other thing is to communicate with each other. Don't hide anything. Talk to each other about your feelings,
Mm-hmm.
because it's going to be a struggle in a marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
and how you communicate, how you come out of it. Because if one say I'm going to do this and one go that, you won't make it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. All right. So that's two. Any last bit of
Just
advice?
love each other. When you got married, you're supposed to be in love, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If
Yes.
one gets sick, you got to help the other. You have to help them till death do you part.
Yeah.
So you have to help each other.
Okay. Well, thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much. We made it through all of the questions, and this has been very insightful and enriching and just eye-opening for me. Um, there was a reason why I wanted you to be first because I'm going to talk to several people about their finances, and some of them don't necessarily have the best finances, right? Some of them have dreams and they need to know how to finance their way to those dreams. And I just knew that the best person that I could talk to and should talk to was you. And
All I can say is don't give up.
excellent.
Don't give in.
And don't give out.
Don't give out.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Mhm.
Stay together. So, Dad was telling us stay together. So, we're going to stop right now and we're going to switch over the mic because our bonus time is with JT. Bye bye.